Hi, my name is Matt Johnson. I'm a professor of psychology at Binghamton University and the author of Great Myths of Intimate Relationships, Dating, Sex, and Marriage. And today, I'd like to dispel some of the myths that are out there because a lot of what people believe about relationships is not really backed up by science.
Is it true?
Myth number 1, opposites attract. This is the most common myth there is, but the fact is we're really attracted to people who are similar to us, not different from us.
The usual?
Yeah.
And for you?
I'll have a bowl of Cheerios, not too much milk.
Okay, 2 bowls of Cheerios.
So why does this myth persist? It turns out we think that we're different because we tend to notice differences more than we notice similarities. So I'm afraid that one's false. Birds of a feather flock together much more than opposites attract. Myth number 2, being smooth is the best way to pick someone up. There's an entire industry of relationship gurus and pickup artists who promise, mostly young men, that they can help them be quote-unquote smooth.
Hey.
So is being smooth really the best way to pick someone up? Well, the answer is really no. Because if you're too smooth, you can come off as inauthentic.
You've had a terrible fall.
No, I haven't.
Really? Because I could swear you fell straight out of heaven, angel.
The research seems pretty clear that if you want to meet someone, you still need to have good social skills and be able to carry on a conversation, including asking the person about themselves. But in the end, you just need to be you.
But remember, be yourself.
Myth number 3, people who are matched by online dating services tend to have more satisfying relationships. When you log on to a dating service, you'll see a lot of claims. And a lot of what they're saying is that they can find the right person for you.
I went online and put your profile on perfectmatch.com.
Mate shopping.
Yeah, it's kind of like going online to buy a pair of pants, except there's going to be a guy in them.
Can we really match people on their personality and interests? On the one hand, we're not going to know until they release their algorithms and their data. Online dating services may be screening out people who would struggle in a relationship with anyone. That might be a service you're willing to pay for, but it's very different than what they're promising, which is to match you based on your personality and interests.
Algorithms used by matchmaking sites are complete hokum.
Myth number 4, having children brings couples closer together. There are several studies that have demonstrated that having children makes the decline in relationship satisfaction even steeper. This is a myth that a lot of folks really wish were true. Let's face it, having children is hard, and the transition to parenthood is really a jarring experience. It can change everything about how you see yourself and your partner.
You made Nancy and I resent each other. It is absolutely 150% your fault.
Myth number 5, living together before marriage is a good way to figure out whether you're with the right person. It makes perfect sense, but this myth is false.
What if I unpack here?
Then all your stuff would be here.
In fact, living together before marriage actually increases the likelihood of getting a divorce and decreases the relationship satisfaction after a marriage.
Get your and get out!
There are a few theories on why this is the case. Couples who are living together before marriage might see marriage as simply the next step in the relationship and end up getting married to that person simply because it's convenient.
You and I are getting married. Yes,
We are.
getting married.
I'm Matt Johnson, and hopefully I've debunked some of the most common relationship myths out there and demonstrated that there's an entire field of science dedicated to improving intimate relationships.
We are sick and tired of being dismissed by people like you.
Mic drop. Let's go home.